And we're back with another Numbers Over Nonsense Bring Your Facts podcast. I'm your boy Dave C.O. Coles.
Podcast Savage back again on a Sunday.
Whew. Listen, if you haven't heard it, Reese is coming real soon. But nah, if you haven't heard it, please go check out 2011. Please go check it out. Boot showed up today, and listen, he gets so many round of applause because Boot showed up today. I'm excited for him.
Really giving a round of applause for showing up. If he don't show up, he gets no props. But he showed up.
Yeah, he showed up. Just like Reese showed up too.
My man.
With Aubrey. Reese and Aubrey out here together.
What's up?
Yes,
What's
sir.
up?
What's
Bro,
going
so
on,
we just
y'all?
literally ain't nothing. We literally just clicked on. Bro, did you hear this battle at 8 o'clock this morning?
Yeah, I started watching. Yeah, I was watching. I caught it late.
Bro, these two, Boot woke up 8 o'clock in the morning on fire.
Tried me. He tried me.
I said, yo, what is going on? But listen, like I was telling everybody, go back and watch it. It's funny. They actually play the songs that they're talking about. Boot talk over most of his songs because he's screaming, yeah. He is Meek Mill's hype man. He is Meek Mill's hype man. So
move over, O'Malley.
Yeah. He said he was part of Dream Chasers, so he's ready.
Big fact.
But
yeah, it's on Twitch and YouTube. Just for those that don't know, so it's on Twitch as well. I think you could actually hear a lot more on Twitch.
So it's on Twitch. It's on YouTube. Apple Music as well. Apple Music. Everything goes on Apple Music. So anything we do here always end up on the Apple Music feed as well. So, and it's on Spotify as well. Audio and video version too.
BTA.
Definitely BTA.
It was belt to edge, bro. Like it was.
Because I didn't even get started. I only got through 8 songs total. 8.
I think Boot didn't realize what he was coming up against.
It's too much.
He didn't know how prepared you was going to be for this battle.
And that's the thing. So, I mean, I'm all for any debate that anybody ever wants to throw my way, but just know what you're talking about. You got and come prepared. Come prepared. Why? Because it's easy to get lost in the shuffle. You get lost in the sauce real quick, bro. You get put in a blender.
Yeah, that's Boot problem. But Boot just say a lot of things. That's why I can't wait for Boot and Reese to have their battle.
Oh, for sure.
Boot and Reese is going to be hilarious. Oh yeah, and Reese, guess who popped up at my crib today? Well, both of y'all.
Who?
That goddamn Billy Goat. Goat showed up at my house today.
Holy hell! A ghost sighting. A goat sighting.
Right. It's real.
Nah, Bigfoot.
Nah, bro, good. He out. He's still doing his thing, so he good. But let's get into review of this game 1 of the NBA Finals. Tyrese Halliburton is not overrated. It's not overrated, bro. He's not the most overrated superstar.
I ain't got nothing to say, man. He gotta prove it to me.
How hasn't he been proving it?
Clutch shots, man.
That don't mean nothing.
Look, Robert Horry? Is that
no,
what he is?
We're not doing that. No.
That's expected, though. That's expected.
How is he compared to Robert Horry when he actually is carrying the team?
Big shot Bob, right?
Man, get out of here. Nah. Don't do that. No, we're not going to do that.
I'm only doing that because, again, that will be addressed later tonight, too. But,
I pray.
But here's the thing. No. Do I still feel like Tyrese Halliburton is overrated? Is it hate? Is it hate, bro?
Is it hate?
He's a superstar for sure. Yeah. Is he the man in Indiana? Yes. He's not the man in the NBA.
No, I don't. I'm not talking about the NBA. First of all,
that's me. That's why I be saying it.
But hold on, there's other superstars that's not the face of the NBA.
So we talking about just Indiana?
No, we talking about
He the man in Indiana.
Right.
He's him.
So how's he overrated overall if he's the man of one of the 32 franchises in NBA?
He's him in Indiana. He's not him in the NBA. In the NBA, you don't mention him as your top. He's not your first 5 mentions.
I
Right.
never said he was. Hold on. All-Star is what, 15 players or something? Well, no. Fuck All-Star. All NBA. All NBA is your top 15 players, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's never been on that list?
No, my list.
No, I ain't say yours. I said, has he ever been on the list?
I don't know. I got.
I really don't know neither. I'm really asking the question.
No.
I don't know.
I know you are.
Yeah,
I know you are.
yeah, because if I knew the answer, I'd have said it.
But my thing is for the simple fact, it's like, nah, he's not what everybody is like. All right, you remember when Steph Curry blew up? You know what I'm saying? Like, remember when he blew up big time? Like,
Right.
like move over when he first got drafted, all that stuff. When he really blew up, he was him.
People still
Get
had
me?
question. People questioned that for a couple years before he could continuously to do it.
Understand? He was him, right? In the NBA, he was him. We're not talking Steph Curry with Monta Ellis years. When he grew into the juggernaut, the shooting juggernaut he is now, the sharpshooter he is now, he became him.
And they
Tyrese
still
Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton just ain't that for me. He ain't that for me. He's overrated.
Okay, listen. So to answer my question, has Tyrese been on the All NBA team? Yes, 2 times in his career, 24 and 25.
All
now
right.
listen, he's been number 3 team.
This year and last year is what you're telling me, right?
Yes.
He just became an All-Star last year, right?
Yes.
Right.
That's why.
No. Not last year was the first year. The year before that was the first year, 23. So think about this. He made All NBA this year and didn't even make an All-Star team this year.
Is that telling?
That's nasty. No, that's hate, nigga. That's what that's hate.
Is that telling? Well, I mean,
that's hate, bro.
If we want to talk about the All-Star game again, Dave. Really?
What you mean?
Trae Young, your most overrated player, didn't make it either, but you wanted him there.
I want
to keep bringing it up.
He deserved it though.
I'm gonna keep bringing it up.
Trae Young deserved it. Like, I give people their props when they deserve it. Trae Young deserved to be there. LaMelo Ball deserved to be there.
I gave him his props when I said the fact he's the man in the end. He's good. He's a great player. He's just not what everybody wants him to be. He's not like the face of the org. You get what I'm saying?
But he top 15 in NBA.
He's not the face of.
I'm not saying. I never said he was the face.
No, but mind you, you're
lagging like a motherfucker.
Well, our argument that we're having right now ain't the argument ain't the reason why I say he's overrated. Ain't the reason why I say he's overrated. I say he's overrated because people out here gassing him up like he the face of this damn association. He's not.
No. So
that's my argument.
So your argument is not really against me; it's against the masses because only thing I'm saying is the man, made top 15 of all NBA teams this year. And I mean, out of everybody, he's one of the top 15 players out of the whole NBA. He might be number 15, but he's on the goddamn list.
Hold up.
Because he was 3rd team All NBA. 2 years in a row.
Oh, he was. All right, was.
Yeah.
Cool. No, I just had to make sure that he wasn't.
So that's, to me,
they were Indy last year. That's why I was checking.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you good. But as I'm saying, that's telling. Like, when you could be one of the 15 best players in the NBA, they got over 1,000 some players. You're doing something, bro. You're doing
overrated.
Something. I mean, overrated, but hey, listen, he's backing it up. All NBAs, All Stars, got his team in the finals.
Now, I will say this: he won the chip, right? If he wins Finals MVP.
See, now why are you moving the goalpost?
Why I
so
move the
much?
goalpost? Because here's why. Here's why. Don't let Pascal Siakam get that. You get me? Because if that's the case, if he wins Finals MVP, that means that he's putting the team on his back.
No, you can't do that. You can't say that. You want to know why you can't say that?
Why?
Because Steph Curry didn't win in Finals MVP to their last championship.
Okay.
So Steph Curry wasn't the man?
Steph Curry was the man, but at the same time, what I'm saying, again, hold up. No. Who won it the year he didn't win it?
Andre Iguodala won it one year.
Why did he win it?
Katie, I don't care why. I'm telling you who won. they don't go back in the record book and say why Steph Curry didn't win MVP the finals. They say Steph Curry got 4 championships. Got 4 championships. Yeah, he got 4 championships and 1 Finals MVP. But he
So
was the
all right,
man.
let's remove the Finals MVP then from my stipulations. Right, remove that from it. At the end of the day, if he don't win this Finals, then again my rhetoric stands.
One
That
question.
he's a big shark in a small pool.
So I got a question for you. What was
So,
it? Was your expectation NBA Finals for the Pacers this year?
no,
Okay. All right.
no,
So I want that.
no. At the same time, I didn't necessarily know who was gonna come out the East. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know who was expected to come out the
Yeah,
East.
I mean, a lot of people was thinking New York and shit like that, especially after
Right,
the
and that's
trade.
what I'm saying. They were really thinking Boston.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But
I mean, Boston to repeat, yeah, for sure.
but my thing is like nobody. I didn't expect them. No, but I will say for a fact that I had a feeling it could have been OKC. That's not who I wanted. We all know who I personally wanted. We all know where my heart was at.
I mean, you know where my heart was at too. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
know where my heart was at. But
yeah.
in reality, it just didn't pan out that way. But again, OKC is just the better team, the better complete team.
Yeah, they
in
got
my
the depth.
eyes.
They got the depth.
Yeah.
They have it all.
Yeah,
So
they're gonna be scary tonight. I'm just saying.
that's how about. Let's get into it. So tonight, Reese, what you think the game gonna look like tonight, Reese?
Definitely OKC gonna ball their ass off now. If Indiana gonna stop them, mm, I think at some point they will, but OKC gonna give it too much gas. They're gonna be
They
upset
funny
out the
about this
game.
one.
They're gonna be upset about how game one went.
We
Okay.
already kind of talked about it earlier. We said, yo, it's
Go
gonna be
ahead.
a massacre tonight, bro. It's not gonna be nice tonight.
So, man, like Matt said, we go ahead.
I said they're gonna bring out the switch, the nastiest switch from outside, bro.
They gonna get that one that don't break.
Yeah,
Bamboo.
For sure.
Yeah.
For
So,
sure.
like me and Matt said, we talked about it a little bit earlier. For Indiana to have 18 turnovers at the half last game,
Right.
and going into halftime, the OKC Thunder was only up 12 points. That's crazy.
Right. That is crazy.
It should have been 20. It should have been
Yeah.
20. 21 technically.
Yeah, definitely.
So I say tonight, if Indiana had them same amount of turnovers, you will
they're gonna
see
get punished. They gonna get
belt
punished.
to
They gonna get punished, bro. It's not gonna be nice.
yeah, they're not going. See, I think OKC was like, but see,
They did that last. They did it the
Yeah,
last
that's what I'm about to
series. Yeah,
This is what
it's like a
Indy like
tester,
to do.
bro.
Indy, but Indy like to do this too though. Indy like to, long as they're around 10 points, and long as they don't get like 24, 25, as long as they stay around that nice little 15 to 10 points, Indy got a shot.
Yeah.
Indy has a shot. And listen, we can argue about Halliburton all you want. He not scared to take the motherfucking shot neither.
No, I will say
he ain't scared.
like no did he got balls. He got balls. No did. Like, but like I always say, it's just.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. I mean, yeah, he's not the face of the NBA. I agree with you. He's not. He's not even one of the faces in consideration. In consideration. But I mean, the man is top 15.
Is he nice? He nice.
He's definitely nice. I mean, he's definitely.
He playing the NBA for a reason. He got a contract for a reason.
He's a starter in the NBA for a reason.
He's the face of the Indiana Pacers franchise. It's not Miles Turner anymore, for a reason.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's not happening. So yeah, I think we all agree belt to ass tonight in OKC.
Spooky.
I want to swing this over to my Sixers. I know we talked about it before, but it's starting to heat up a lot. Paul George, the 3rd overall pick for KD to the Suns. The Suns made the phone call and they're in discussions.
The Suns are in it, and they said the dark horses for that are the Clippers.
Yes.
I wouldn't want that at all. That would
what happened if it's a 3-way deal? Because I think the Clippers are trying to do something because they feel like they got a window, which I don't really see it. But
I'll take Bones. They throwing them Bones. Bones got
Bones is in
further.
Minnesota.
Yeah, Bones in
Man,
Minnesota.
we did see that shit. We did see
Yeah, I
that shit.
mean, yeah,
Yeah.
Matt schooled me to that last game. You talking about for the Sixers though? If you could get Bones, you would get him.
Yeah.
I don't want him that close to home.
I wouldn't, but I think it'd be humble.
Them
I think I
YNs, them YNs.
I think he'd be all right though.
Yeah, I think it'd be humbling. Like,
The YNs respect him too much.
all right,
I ain't talking. See, excuse me. It's
they,
the entourage that you worry about, not him.
yeah,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean though.
they protected him on the come up.
Yeah, but it's different when you're playing with millions.
He been doing good so
Mm,
far.
that's,
Because he hasn't been
mm,
home. He hasn't been home.
mm,
He
But
come
you
home.
know,
He come home in the
yeah,
in the summertime. But then you
yeah,
think about it. He's only home for maybe 2-3 weeks, and he's back wherever he's playing at. When the
true.
Sixers is only 40-30 minutes away,
Right, right,
mm.
niggas is a little bit different. I mean, that's one thing I'm worried about. I mean, Bones is a nice pickup. I think Bones will eventually find his way, and I don't
Find
want
a
to.
home.
I don't want to compare him to this because that's a lot to compare with. But he has the skill set to me of a poor version of Lou Williams, where
Okay.
or Jamar Crawford just come in. They don't
Okay.
care. Like it's a green light for them. He's shooting the fire because he is a scorer. He is a scorer. Like
Hmm.
if you look at Bones' history when he played in college and everything, he's a scorer. Like so
Right.
that's what he's looking at. He comes in there to do that. And
Yeah.
if you need that off your bench, he would be perfect. He's not a starter to me. I think he's a 6 man or something like that off the bench.
Okay. I mean that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Another trade.
It sucks. Like I just hope he finds a home
yeah, a
where he can
consistent
stay.
home. Yeah, consistent
Yeah.
home. Another
Yeah.
trade that actually has been hitting the rumor mill as well. I don't know if y'all seen this too. Ja to Miami for Wiggins and what's the other dude name?
Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was something like that.
They still small.
They are still small. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You add Ja, they don't have no height
Except for
besides
Bam.
Bam really.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're too small.
But I'm saying like him to relocate into a different culture because you said it before. Even you said it. Memphis is too small for Ja.
Yeah.
So Miami
It's a
going
small
down there
market.
with Pat. What you think? It's going to be structured.
It's a bad move though. It's
going to be structured for him though.
It's a bad move.
Why
Now, we talk about YNs and your entourage with Bones. We definitely got to mention it with Ja.
It's not really his why. It's his OG.
What makes you think his OG ain't coming to Miami?
But what makes you think Pat Riley ain't? See, listen. Okay, as much
I know
stuff,
what you're saying.
As much stuff we give Pat the Godfather is in control of a lot of things. And then when you got your underboss being Udonis Haslam, you know something's gonna fly a little bit straighter than what it is in other orgs. UD ain't gonna let him be out here in Miami running all crazy. We all know Pat ain't gonna have him running around here looking crazy. So it's gonna be a tight run ship. I just think Ja needs structure. I think, like you said, Memphis is too small for him. He's too big for Memphis.
Yeah.
So he can do what he want, and the org is really at his beck and call. Whatever he want to do, he's gonna do. Somebody like Pat Riley, you gonna weigh in, you gonna have your body fat right, you gonna be playing like I think he needs the structure.
right.
Go ahead, Reese. What you about to say?
No, no, no. I was just saying, like he do, but that as long as he want to change, like it's not going to matter unless Ja want to change that. It don't matter if he go to fucking Memphis, LA, Atlanta, like those markets always got the YN. So he's gonna try to prove himself in that market when he don't need to. Like
Right.
that, what
Right.
Spooks already said, he didn't come up in that way. So when they don't know where this shit coming from, you just got money and started getting your little guns and listen to Young Boy and all that shit and thought you was this person. Like that's
No,
cool.
for real.
Like everybody feel tough when they get their first little firearm. Like everybody, like we get it, we get it. Like, but he gotta want to change this shit for himself. Like it ain't gonna
That's true.
matter. He can do all the treatments and all this shit for the league just so it look good on paper. But he's just gonna go right back to the same shit because he's not changing the
Word.
circle around him. and etc. Like,
No, you're right. No, I agree with you on that. I mean, what you saying makes sense.
What I was going to say was, Dave, for everything you're saying as far as getting the weight right, being structured, everything like that,
yeah,
that sounds more like a place for Zion.
but Zion need to fucking get a chastity belt or something. Like, he out here drunk.
Oh, a chastity belt is
Chastity belt
crazy.
is crazy.
This nigga got
Zi-
Chastity
problems
belt
on problems. Like,
is,
he drunk.
is crazy.
So Zion, okay, yeah. When it comes to the weight structure and stuff like that, because if you actually look at a lot of the players when they come to Miami, even Shaq, bro. Like when Shaq left LA and went to Miami, you seen Shaq even though the injuries, but that first 2 years when he was in
He's out
Miami,
of
he was
shape.
in. The first 2 years when he was in Miami, he got in shape.
Yeah,
He got in
he was
shape.
shit.
I mean,
He was,
he had to prove a point anyway when he left. When he left
yeah,
LA,
well, yeah, we understand
that's
that too. But I'm saying
yeah,
Pat Riley's structure also helped that a lot.
Yeah,
yeah.
The quote unquote
But I
heat,
mean,
the quote unquote
but
heat culture.
like you said, he got an underboss in UD that's going to be on Zion. He going to be on Zion. You get me? So it's like everything you were saying for Ja, it makes
It worked
sense
for
more
him too.
sense
Yeah,
for it makes more sense for Zion in my eyes.
honestly, it
Saying because
worked.
they need size. Is my point.
Yeah, but Zion not tall.
But he's busky.
Yeah, he Charles Buckley. He
yeah,
wide load.
yeah. That nigga
They
just
need that.
Well, if Zion get in shape, he's not going to be that stocky Zion. He's going to be toned.
Zion
Nasty.
still want to get in shape for his injuries.
He
Period.
should
Though,
want
like,
to. He
yeah,
should want
like
to.
The perfect person to compare Zion to if he leaves and change his body is Charles Barkley. When he was with the Sixers, then you seen him when he went to Phoenix when he got that MVP.
Chuck is
That
nasty.
that Charles Barkley in Phoenix, a machine, a
Chuck was different.
machine.
Chuck was different.
When he left Philly, because when he was in Philly, he just got by because he was just a mind bound and rebound. Just
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Moses Malone taught him how to rebound, and he figured it out from there. But when he actually got his whole complete body in shape, and he got that MVP
Mm-hmm.
that year, and he took him to the
Mm-hmm.
finals. That's what Zion can be like. Because Zion can shoot the three. Of course, you know he can jump out the gym, but coming down on them knees, jumping out the gym at 300, you're gonna start to feel it.
right.
Yeah, no, you
So,
are.
and that's where his issues come in. Is it's not the dunk, it's to come back down. It's to come back down to gravity. As you,
Yeah.
it ain't necessarily always leaving the feet. It's coming back down. Now
No, you ain't lie.
the way he jumped with force.
And then Lord knows that boy,
Yeah, he
yeah. He like Blake Griffin back, like what,
back,
2011?
yeah,
Real shit.
Lob City.
Yeah. Blake Griffin was just doing nothing but just yamming it, bro. It was just nasty. No did.
Speaking of Blake, is Blake Griffin a Hall of Famer? You know I love to ask these questions. I
Nah.
haven't asked that yet. I gotta look at
Blake
his
Griffin.
numbers.
I do too.
I know he like
I
five or
want to
six
give you an
time.
answer because I definitely want to. I definitely want to say he could be. He could be.
He borderline for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, shit.
All right. So he's
Nowadays,
6-time All-Star, 3-time second team, 2-time third team, Rookie of the Year, Rookie first team, slam dunk contest winner, and of course all his stuff in college.
I don't care about college. So my
Right. So I mean, yeah.
No. I say no. Never made a first team All NBA. He made 5 in his career. Made a 6-time All Star. No, I say no.
Say something.
Should he be the first player that the Clippers retire his number?
Woo.
Clippers has not retired their number yet.
Woo. Here's why. All right, hold on.
But
Here's why he didn't make first team. He had a LeBron, KD, Dwight, Kobe, and Chris Paul. That's a tough class to even go against.
Yeah, you gotta break through it eventually, though. Right?
I mean, yeah, but
To be a first number one overall pick, right? In his
I get what you're saying.
because now they only do it, backcourt, then they do front court. It's not like center, small forward, whatever. So you can have 2 centers in there, 3 power forwards. It don't matter.
It's a tough ass class to go
No.
against.
The
So.
names that you just listed are Hall of Famer, 75, all great. You know what I mean? I
Nasty.
understand what you're saying, but you got to get that first team one time.
He was there all three. I'm saying for the next 3 years though, like from 2012 all the way to 2014. Like so, he was on 2012, 2013, 2014 team.
So he was consistent with it.
Yeah, he was consistent.
Right.
Because the following year, again, he went up against the same people. This time with Tim Duncan. Jesus.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you named them.
And then when you think about it, the West was even tougher back then when he started.
The West is always tougher, bro.
I mean, but it was tougher.
No, I'm just saying because of the names at the power forward, small forward, and center position. Because all three of them, they just literally clump all three of them positions together.
Nasty, bro.
Right.
So if we say borderline Hall of Famer, should he be the first LA Clipper to have his number retired?
I will give him that.
Yeah.
I say no.
Well, because you probably gonna put Baron Davis over him, of course.
I'm not putting no Baron Davis.
You putting over
Bob McAdoo.
All right, cool. But same time, Blake Griffin should definitely have 35 up there. 35?
32.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, 32.
Either way, it should be up there at some point.
No, I mean, I'm talking shit. Bob McAdoo should have his number retired. But, yeah, I'm with that, though. Blake should definitely be in the Raptors for sure.
Right.
That Lob City was nasty.
Yeah.
So do you put CP3 up there, too?
Where do you put CP3 at? I put him in New Orleans.
Nah,
you got Charlotte.
Whatever.
Charlotte.
It was Charlotte, or he was with the New Orleans Hornets.
It was the same team, but
they was in New Orleans. Wait,
he's a
New
Charlotte
Orleans,
Hornet.
yeah, whatever team he was.
I'm sure about that.
Yeah, he's a Hornet.
He played in. I know he's a Hornet, but I'm saying he played in Charlotte. I don't think he played in Charlotte.
No, he did. He got drafted by, if I'm not mistaken.
He got drafted by New Orleans, bro.
Was it? The New Orleans Hornets when he got drafted?
Yes, I'm looking at it now. He's the New Orleans Hornets when he got drafted. He never played in Charlotte. Never.
They were the Bobcats. Yeah,
that was the Bobcats at the time. That's why. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so boom. So so
that's
you're looking at where
it was some team. I don't think it was New Orleans, but it was some
they were the Hornets though.
Yeah,
right.
It was the Hornets, but I couldn't think of the name. Bobcats.
But yeah, but Chris Paul only played for the Hornets. He played for the Hornets. He never played nothing in Charlotte. He was He was in New Orleans.
No, I said the Charlotte Hornets, but yeah, it was
the Charlotte Bobcats at the time. Gotcha.
Yeah, the Bobcats. Yeah, that's why.
But he went to the Hornets in New Orleans. So in New Orleans he played from 2005 to 2011.
11. He's just 6 years there.
Mm-hmm.
But he is 6 years at the Clippers.
Damn, did 6 years at the Clippers?
Yes.
Damn.
He get retired at both places? Let's just throw it out there.
He could. That's what I say. He could.
New Orleans for sure.
Yeah.
Pelicans for sure. Pelicans for sure. Clippers eventually. I don't think it would be right away.
He'll be after Blake.
Yeah, I think Blake should. No, all bullshit. Blake should get it first.
And only reason I say he's gonna get it after Blake because he's gonna get New Orleans first. You get me? You would do him at the same time. You would give him New Orleans first, and then you'll give him.
And then Blake been retired longer than Chris. The Chris Paul.
Right.
Paul's still debating if he might play this year. So
I will say this though: his 2019, 2020 season. Oh, he was on shit.
You're talking about OKC?
Yes.
Right.
When everybody counting him out there.
Yeah, he definitely he balled off that. He balled off that year. That was a nice year for CP3.
Because he got did dirty, like for real.
He did.
It was they matched the contract for the contract with him and Russ, but I mean at the same time, it was kind of messed up. They set him out there. He's the oldest nigga out there, bro.
Yeah, everybody thought he was washed too at that time. He still had a little bit left in the tank.
Came back and went to what's the names? Went to the finals.
Went to
the Phoenix.
Yeah. That was the bubble championship, right? Or no?
No,
No,
that
no,
was a year
no.
after.
That was the year
That was a year
after.
after.
Year after the
When
bubble.
they went to the, I'm saying they lost against to the Bucks, but still, it
Yeah.
was definitely something. Now, Chris Paul is the Hall of Famer by all means, though.
Oh yeah, listen,
Yeah,
that's without even we ain't even argue.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
we just don't know if two teams gonna retire him or one. That's all. Chris Paul
I
is a
I think
Hall of
two.
Famer for
I
sure.
think two have to do. Two have to.
Two I have to do. Hey, three. I mean, CP3 he deserve it. He
Two have to
deserve it.
do.
He deserve it. One more thing before we switch over to football. They says a lot of trades gonna happen this season. This might be one of the most active trades this all season. You agree with that? Y'all think big names are gonna move like crazy?
No,
Yeah, I don't think not too many.
they
Let's
Not
gas it up.
yeah,
I
not
guess
not not yeah, not nothing really, not nothing crazy where it's gonna make motherfuckers head spin. Like
It's only KD.
yeah,
He'll be the only one to be on the move. Everybody else,
you don't think Giannis gonna make a move?
I think they're just gonna
no.
they gonna keep bringing it up, but they ain't going. I don't think you really gonna make them.
I don't think he'll go nowhere.
You
I
just want
think
more money.
I think if they smart, you get rid of Doc
Of course.
and you go get the Nuggets. I say quarterback. Jesus Christ.
Oh, George Malone, Carl Malone,
No,
George
Jordan
Malone, George
Malone.
Malone,
Oh, yeah,
George
Yeah,
Malone.
you go get him.
Yeah, I would.
I like him better than Doc Rivers all day.
Doc
I
is
just
not a
easily think
good
about it.
coach, in my
He's
opinion.
Doc is only he's a you know how we got quarterbacks that we call them game managers. That's what Doc is.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it's not a good
What I
coach.
was gonna say is, I mean, the other big name that might be moving is Jokic.
Nah,
You think so?
no.
I don't think
Where you
you. I
going back to
don't think
Serbia?
you.
That's the only place he moving to.
I mean, they gonna definitely lock him in, but
Hey, that mother
yeah,
man, listen. Now a lot of pieces around him gonna move. He ain't going no goddamn where.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Michael, I
not
agree
for
with you.
sure.
Michael Porter, we talked about it before. Michael Porter Jr. probably done. Michael Porter. First of all, you broke your back your first year in college, and you ain't been right ever since.
Mm-hmm.
People draft you off potential and what you do, and you do show flashes at times of being. People see, oh, this is what he could be. This is what he could be. But yeah,
Right.
he's probably gonna end up leaving. I know people in Denver don't want to hear this, but Jamal Murray possibly could be on the chopping block, on the
Yeah,
trading block, and it's due
Not
to
if
his
they let Russ
health.
go.
It's due to his health, though. It's not
If they
due
let
to his
they
game.
go, if they let Russ walk, he's staying.
if they let Russ walk,
Yeah, he's gonna stay.
I don't think they're letting Russ walk. I think they're letting Russ as the
Mm,
backup.
mm. They might let him walk.
So if they let him walk, then I think they're gonna make the trade for Lonzo Ball.
I'm not mad at that.
That's only a $10 million contract for the next 2 years. I
I'm
go
not
snatch
mad.
him up.
I'm
yeah,
not mad at that.
why not?
That's nice light money. But Jamal Murray, and we said it here first. I said it here first. Don't be surprised if he's on the trading block.
I can see it.
Mm,
Don't know where he's gonna go. I don't know none of that. I'm just saying because of his injuries at crucial times.
mm,
Like you can get injured during the 82. Go ahead. I don't care. It's 82 games. Playoff
mm-hmm,
Yeah,
time, bro.
I can
mm-hmm.
see it.
And you got somebody like Russ who had a fractured wrist and still was playing.
Mm.
Russ just built different.
Yeah,
He's a dog.
No,
right.
he's a nigga. He's a nigga.
He's a dog. The dog is the dog. He's the dog. He's a dog.
Yeah. But let's move on. Let's keep on moving. Let's go to NFL. NFL.
Oh
Oh
man.
man,
I guess I already know where we're gonna start, man. Somebody else can start it off. I don't want to start it off. Go ahead.
Nope. I'm not starting off.
Go
yeah,
ahead,
bitch.
Reese.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. If you was gonna do all that, bro, why you ain't just sign when everybody else got scooped up? Like, fuck your retreat. Like whatever little shit you had to do. Should've
Oscar
just,
Wash.
yeah, like, come on, man.
If you guys don't know who we're talking about Aaron Shroomhead Rodgers signing
Oh
to
yeah,
the Pittsburgh Steelers.
hey, Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah.
my bad, my bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he a fucking nut.
Yeah. This move, I don't like this move because base salary is the same salary that y'all gave, or the guaranteed money. I'm sorry, guaranteed money is the same guaranteed money that the New York Giants gave to Russell Wilson.
Mhm.
Now, once you get all the incentives and all that, what's it called, could possibly make more. Aaron Rodgers. But hell no, this move was not smart in my opinion. Especially when you give away George Pickens.
Right.
You keep George Pickens and DK, and you try that for 1 year because you only gave him a 1 year contract. Like, I don't understand it. And Mike Tomlin, my brother, them people bamboozled you into this.
They trying to come for your job.
Yeah, you and Aaron Rodgers leaving, packing your bags next year together.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers doing it just because of the fact that it's going to be the end of the season. You might leave before the end of the season. Messing with Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback.
Yeah.
See what he just did to Rob Saleh.
You see what
Yeah.
he did to Mike McCarthy.
It's over.
I ain't mad at Mark McCarthy.
Shit.
It don't matter. No. Regardless of any personal feeling, facts are facts.
Right. Right.
He got him packed up out of there.
As Mike Tomlin, I wouldn't feel bad. I wouldn't feel
This
bad.
is what, again, if they kept George Pickens and then brought in Aaron Rodgers, like I keep saying, and I'm gonna keep saying, I'm breaking somebody's nose in the room, bro. Somebody in that staff needs to get punched on if I'm Mike Tomlin. You done gave me DK, who got a history of fighting on the field.
Mm-hmm.
I got George Pickens. We already know that name right there is just synonymous. You bring in Aaron Rodgers and expect me to be all right? Keep my cool? Yeah. Fight me. Right after the draft.
So speaking of the draft,
But hold on, before we go to the draft.
No.
Because the reason why I really didn't want to mention this topic, or football as a whole, is because of the simple fact that there is somebody in our chat that literally feels like Aaron Rodgers is still that guy. Yeah. Dame. Is it Dame Dummy, or Dame Dummy? Aaron Rodgers ain't that guy no more, bro.
Nah.
For you to sit there and think that it's going to be a Pennsylvania Super Bowl is beyond me.
In the words of Shanice, diabolical.
Diabolical.
Bro.
Diabolical.
And the fact that you couldn't even, again, literally say what they're going to do, what he's going to do this year. You couldn't do that for your own team, let alone another team that you're not really a real fan of. You're just talking just to be talking. But let's be honest. We need to have some words, bro.
One day we have some words.
You'll never show up. I just want to let you know. I've been calling you out in the chat. I'm calling you out here on the show. Words need to be had.
Maybe we're wasting your breath. But another
Luke's showing up a little bit more than you. But go ahead.
Another thing that he said that we going back to Dame thing was the Pittsburgh Steelers has a good line.
Yeah, bro, come on.
What are you comparing the Pittsburgh Steelers line to? A high school football line?
Right.
Colorado's offensive line last year when Shador got sacked the whole bunch of time? What are you completely comparing this offensive line to? That's all I want to know.
And your rebuttal to me is always is better than the Patriots line. Think again. Think again.
No.
Maybe the year before. Maybe last year. I need you to reconsider all answers.
Yeah.
Everything on the table needs to be reconsidered, bro.
It does.
For sure.
It don't make sense when people say stuff like this, and Dame is one of them who said this statement, because it literally went over my head. Because, bro, do you study the offensive line? Do you understand? Oh, I do, Dame. By the way, I study offensive linemen because I like, that's the position I played, so I like to watch them. I do scout them, as you say. Nigga, do you scout? Yeah. Yes, I scout. But yeah, I don't even want to get on that. I'm about to go on a tangent. But yeah, so that the offensive line is not as good. It's not as good. It's not as good at all.
It's not.
What I was about to say about the draft was the Steelers effed up two times. You didn't resign Russell. and you gave Aaron Rodgers pretty much the same amount of money. Yeah, and then you passed on Shador. Because we know Aaron Rodgers is literally that gap filler player. He's not there for no long haul. He's not playing till he's 49, 50. He's not
The
playing.
journeyman.
He's literally going to play 1 year here, make you blow up your team, and start all over again.
Mm-hmm.
This is what he does. So, and DK would be more frustrated than what he was last year with Geno Smith. And you have more expectations because you have Aaron Rodgers and you play for the Steelers, that prestige franchise. It's a lot of stuff that's going to come along with being in this franchise.
Bruh.
For sure.
Should have kept George Pickens and
Should've
had it for
kept George
1 year.
Pickens.
Y'all gave
At
y'all,
least.
listen, y'all. It
At
didn't
least.
matter to y'all, and y'all should have drafted Shador. Y'all had a quarterback in waiting. So if
That
y'all wanted
quarterback
to try
for the future.
Yeah.
For your future.
So if you wanted to try this experiment of Aaron Rodgers, cool. But who's to say he won't run out with the flag and tear his Achilles again? Even though that's not how it really happened, but that's the way it happened in my brain.
Bruh.
Because he literally ran out with the flag, 2 plays later, towards Achilles.
Shit.
So in my head, I feel like it started to tear when you ran out with the flag, bro. You just finished it off in the play.
Bruh.
I don't understand the Steelers at all in none of this. Hold on, y'all. Petty want to come up. About to bring Petty up right quick.
Let's go, my boy.
Yeah.
As we're saying about Aaron Rodgers, though, hold on. Because I'm not done with Aaron Rodgers yet, bro. He set the record for the most sacks taken by the most sacks in his career, bro. He set the record last year. 568 sacks, bro.
568 sacks. That's how many sacks he took last year?
Yes.
500?
Bro. But week 17, I guess it's career.
Oh, I'm about to say, what the?
For his career. He set the record, bro.
Being sacked the most.
Yes.
Because he don't want to throw away the ball, messes the completion percentage. He'd rather eat the sack.
But he's the man.
No, they say he's the man.
I'm talking to Dame.
Oh, okay.
He's the man. He's the man. He's the man.
So, Petty, what you think about Aaron Rodgers signing?
Oh man, so I you know what? I'm probably the most controversial person because I was talking mad nonsense in the chat. I really hope it works out because, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like Aaron Rodgers, I need to see something from him. He had a whole year where he was injured. Then he really didn't do much with the Jets, but the Jets weren't really a team. So, like, I just kind of get tired of the antics waiting for Aaron Rodgers to sign something and do something. I know he's probably just waiting because training camp to get closer to training camp, but I just need to see something. Right now, I'm just not convinced that that's going to be the fix for the Steelers. But hopefully, you know, I hope I'm proved wrong because when he's good, he's great. I ain't gonna lie, I love watching him work.
I think Aaron Rodgers is going to blow this team up. That's what I just said. He's going to blow his team up.
He gonna blow his team up?
Yeah, this team is going to be terrible, good and terrible.
Yeah. I think so too. I don't want to see it because it's like, you know, you want to go out on your own terms, but I don't see it. I really don't. Like, the man hasn't really done anything the last 2 years.
He hasn't
since he left Green Bay. So it's like I like Mike Tomlin. I really do. But
they
this
don't.
Dude ain't been out the first round in how many seasons now?
That's why
7.
It ain't gonna
8?
matter. This is just to blow up Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers' career. It ain't gonna matter to Mike Tomlin. He gonna move out with the bang. Like he did
what I feel like is like that whole him being like always having a winning season. I feel like all that's going to just be ignored. It really should be ignored anyway. Because again, what are we playing for? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're playing to win the bowl, not just to make it. You know what I'm saying? Like just to get by.
Right.
The Steelers really been getting by. Mike Tomlin's, like, again, the record, him never having a win, losing season is really just getting by, bro. Like, you're playing for participation awards, not for big goal. Like, I hate to do that because it's just like he's definitely a good coach, right? But it's just like, let's be honest, it's a losing season because you ain't win anything. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I mean, like, he'll make the playoffs because he's been making he's always had a winning season. I don't remember last time I don't think he's ever missed the playoffs. Has he ever missed the playoffs?
it's a losing season. Like,
I don't think he never missed the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever missed.
Games,
he's never missed.
He never had a losing season. So I think what they're saying is he almost got a like Matt said, he got a participation grade. He's
one ring. I'm sorry.
They really do. He really do.
Two of you want to say assistant coach, but one is a head coach. I'm saying, like, we're playing for participation awards, bro. We're not like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
They love it. They love to throw these bullshit ass stats, and like that's really a bullshit ass stat. Like, I got 18 years of just making it to the wild card, and that's it. That's trash.
Right.
He won a chip, didn't he?
He got one chip.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like 18 seats, but it's like he's the most non-losing season. I got 18. He's 18 coach. Like I made to at least the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
Right. 1 year, 1 out of 18, he done made it to the bowl. That's a bullshit. That's a bullshit.
Like
stat,
for
man.
him to salvage this season, they would have to win the division and be a number one. Like basically be number one seed coming out so they can avoid the wild card.
When was the last time they won? They won the division. Feel me? I'm not trying to discredit them, but it's just like, yo, that ain't even like what?
I'm just thinking like you still got Lamar Jackson in that division. You got Joe Burrow, and then they just got Shador. Like that division is not easy.
No, that's not an easy division. That's not. I mean, you know, NFC, AFC North has always been a hard division.
I stand corrected.
What?
The last time they won division was 2020.
Oh, so the strike season, the COVID season, basically, yeah. So
it made to the bubble playoffs.
It's been 5 years. Yeah, it's been about 5 years. Yeah, it's been 5 years. About 5 years.
That's also with Big Ben too. That's also with Big Ben. I think that was Ben's last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think Ben.
Yeah.
Or he played one more year after that. I'm not sure.
He played 21. But either way, they didn't win after 21 either. They didn't win 21. Did not.
No.
But he did not have a losing season.
No. He's made the playoffs every single time. Every single time we think he's gonna have a losing season, he makes the playoffs somehow.
I say it like this. Every time I call for his job, that man just lasts another damn season. Like I'm just, oh my gosh. Like,
but now it's getting to the point where it's like, you can't keep doing this, man. You gotta move forward.
That's what I'm getting at.
Like you gotta win a game. You gotta win a game. Or number one seed, skip the first round. If you're losing the divisional, we'll give you a pass, maybe.
You guys gotta make it past the first week of the playoffs.
Yeah.
But you know what's a worse stat than that? What's it like? 2 for like 65 now?
What stat is that?
Maybe 3. 3 trips to the Super Bowl out of like 60-some years.
They talking about the Eagles.
Oh wow.
3 trips to the Super Bowl. Only punch your ticket twice.
No, they've been there 4. Ron Jaworski.
Oh, you're right. I forgot.
Ron Jaworski.
I forgot.
Hold on.
Make the state.
Hold on. Ron Jaworski, Donovan McNabb,
Yeah.
Nick Foles.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts. So I've been there 5 times. I'm sorry, I've been there 5 times.
Oh.
What was the first Super Bowl? Like the 80s? Was it 70s?
They lost
70s?
it. They lost it to the Raiders.
Okay, so 80s. Okay.
Yeah, that was Ron Jaworski was the quarterback.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
They lost in the Superdome too.
In the Super.
Oh.
Yeah, see, I mean, Dame, did you know that? Because I knew that without even thinking.
Oh.
I know about the Superdome part. I just knew they lost.
No,
It's the Silverdome. The Silverdome.
Is it Silverdome? Is it Silverdome or
You
Superdome?
gotta go with that wrestling
Silverdome.
bullshit.
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah. So they've been there 5 times in their whole in the Super Bowl era, but only won
Twice. Yep.
Eagles got a long way to go.
The Philly special and that blowout last season. Well, yeah.
Well, the rematch, the get back.
Yeah, the get back.
Quote unquote.
That was a hell of a get back too, because I was like, Jesus.
I mean, if it wasn't for that defensive line, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Well,
It
speaking of the
really
Eagles,
was about that defensive line.
let's talk about the Eagles just a tad bit. Saquon is on the cover of Madden. Woo! I would not have let him be on the cover of Madden if I was part of the Eagles.
Nope.
Why not? You scared? Brady was.
The last 5 running backs on the cover ain't played too many games, bro.
They've been trash ever since.
Niggas got
And he just got paid.
Yeah.
They paid him $20 million.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Talk me petty.
That Madden curse for running backs is real.
Yeah, I agree.
Eddie George, after he got on the cover, fell off like a bad bag of dope.
Yep.
LaDainian Tomlinson. I mean, not Daniel Tomlinson. What the hell is his name? Sean Alexander. That's what I meant to say. Seahawks.
Yeah. He
fell off like a bad bag of dope.
Christian McCaffrey.
I wasn't even going there. Christian McCaffrey was next. Peyton Hillis. Remember that.
I remember that.
Who?
Peyton Hillis from the Browns.
Who?
Yeah. It fell off like a bad bag of dope.
He said, "What was that? Who?
Because again,
what?
even when he got it too, everyone's just like, "Who the hell is that? They didn't care about that man."
Yeah.
So
that shit is real.
So yeah, that
he
joint
did when he won it though. He got a ring.
He got a ring and got paid.
Yeah.
Lamar got paid too. What happened the next year? I'll wait.
That's different though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because he got
anytime
robbed.
they get paid,
He got robbed.
anytime they get paid, what happens?
He got robbed though.
He got
Anytime they get
injured.
paid,
He got
what
injured
happens?
too, didn't he?
Yeah. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at these damn tickets for the big 3. We're gonna talk about it in a minute.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a minute.
We're
We
gonna
get
talk
there.
about it in a minute.
I want to talk about some more about football, and then we switch over to big 3. I was watching. Of course, everybody's seen this clip, and me and Matt was talking about this earlier privately. Travis Hunter ball control is amazing. Did y'all see the pick on the sideline
Mm-hmm.
when he was in training camp?
Mm-mm.
Oh, picked off Trevor Lawrence too. By the way, it was Trevor Lawrence that was the quarterback on that play.
Oh, he was out there.
It was Trevor Lawrence.
Sunshine.
Off. I mean, the man ball control, ball eye, what is the hand-eye coordination, all that is amazing.
This motherfucker gonna be great
On the
He's
field.
gonna be great.
He's gonna be great on the field. I don't know about off the
He's
field.
gonna be great on the Jaguars or something.
Is that wait? Is that the one where he was falling forward?
Yeah, he was a DB on that play.
He was a DB. He fell forward.
Yes, and picked it off.
And he had the ball bounced off his arm. He caught it.
He fell on
Is
the
that the
ground.
one?
I'm talking about
Yeah.
the one he fell on the ground.
Yeah, it fell on the ground.
Yeah, I think so. Hey, yo, Reese,
Yeah, that's man. I'm looking at it now.
back up just a little bit because your neck is cut off. There you go. There you go.
I'm looking on the computer and shit.
Yeah, all right, cool. All right.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at it right now. Woo.
That boy is a bad motherfucker.
How tall is he?
6'1" and a quarter or some shit like that.
Well, he don't look so tall. I hate to say it, but he really don't.
Yeah,
He's 6'1".
yeah, because Prime said he's taller than him. Dion said
How
he's
tall is
taller.
Prime? 6 feet?
Yeah, Prime 6'1". 6 foot.
Is he?
Yeah, 6 foot.
6 feet?
9 feet.
He ain't on 9 feet. Anyway,
When he played, bro, here you go on your bullshit. He talking about his toes. This nigga trifling, dog. You is trifling, dog.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, that's nice.
That boy,
That's nice.
That boy
The fact
special.
that he had that much awareness at that speed and able to pick the ball off with one hand and knocked it with one hand and then catch it
and then catch
on
it,
the way
yeah.
down.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
The boy is talented.
That boy good.
Yeah.
He good.
What Booby Miles' uncle said he can run, kick, punt, catch, throw, and he can throw the ball. That boy can do it all. He on the field, he's amazing.
That's Booby
That's
Miles.
the reason why they call him Unicorn.
I don't like that
Booby
nickname.
Miles.
I don't like that nickname. Don't call me no fucking unicorn, dog.
That Booby Miles.
I'm not gonna lie. I may have to catch a Jag game
Talent-wise.
just to watch him.
That's the only reason why anybody gonna watch is he traveling playing
watch
both
him.
ways.
Yeah.
You know what you just made me think of, Dave? Jesus.
What?
What?
The reason you will watch them play. You gonna say Colorado players watching them play? You picking up what I'm putting down?
Not really. Go ahead.
I'm lost.
And Defoe's texting the chat too.
My special I did last Thursday when I got off work. The D-Flow special. Well, we can talk about that too, because that was just me and Matt up there. That was a small platform. Something I had to get it off my chest. Norfolk State versus Dell State. Does this game fucking matter?
Hell no.
No. What on God's green earth? What HBCU game matters?
Wow.
If
Outside
Jackson
of
State
Celebration
wasn't
Bowl.
playing,
Outside of the Celebration Bowl, what HBCU game matters?
None.
Wow.
Even listen, I got the Orange Bowl Classic here.
Yeah, you got it right
Ask
down
me
the
if that
street.
matters.
Yeah, you do.
I literally down the street. I can go watch them.
Right.
So
Yeah.
everybody seen Dame in the group chat. I hate to keep talking about this man because he's not up here, but hey, this will happen when you don't show up. Dame is so excited to go to this game, and my only thing was why.
Just to see the coaches.
Yeah.
That's
But-
it.
Wow.
Who wants to see two motherfuckers call plays?
I
That's all you
I
want to
guess.
see.
I guess if you want to do the whole tailgating and the halftime show, that's fine. Like if you're a fan, I'm not gonna lie, that Norfolk State band is nice. But
That means you there for
like,
the halftime show only. Then
Bro,
bro, like who's on their squad? Who's on their squad? Name a player.
I went to Dell State, bro. That tailgate ain't not special.
It ain't.
It ain't.
But is it Delaware?
It's at the link. It's at the link.
no, it's at the Lincoln Financial Stadium.
I mean, that should be. Well, it might. They
It's
might do
not
something.
even a national game still.
yeah, no.
Y'all, I want y'all to think about this too, though. Yeah, the cops gonna be out there heavy,
For sure.
Yeah.
and all them college kids probably ain't of age.
For sure.
Yeah, of course.
They were better off just staying on campus, right?
Yeah.
I'm not indicting. I'm not indicting.
No,
those students,
I mean,
but,
like, if it was in Norfolk, yeah, absolutely. You should have.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
been
the
in
game should
Virginia.
have been at Dell State. They switched it from
Yeah,
Dell
that's
State.
that's what I'm getting at. It should have been at Dell State. I went to Dell State too, and my thing is again, it should have stayed there.
Your best college games are better on campus anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah, you get
Like-
more of the experience of life.
Yeah.
You get more of the experience. You go into the town. You get the tailgating experience. You get all of that. Having it in Philly, I'm like, it's cool, but it's like
Motherfuckers got travel back.
that's same like we're here. When you have it here, it's cool for me because I live in Miami. Y'all get to see South Beach, but like, is it Tallahassee? Is it Daytona? No, I mean, even though I got two HBCUs down the street,
So Dame thing is history. So I asked him. He never got back to me. Because I wanted to know what history will be made.
wait, how many of us went to a HBCU?
Well,
What history are you
lucky.
learning at HBCU game? What history is he talking about? The two NFL quarterbacks? I guess
They not. Hold on. One was a quarterback. One was a wide receiver.
I mean, the two NFL players. The NFL players coaching.
But
I guess.
Pretty-
this is literally both of their first time being the head coach.
Yeah.
Dell State went 1-11 last year. Let me repeat that again.
Right.
1-11 last year. Norfolk State went 3-8 last year.
I think it should be.
You know what? I feel like Perplexity is going to be used for this stream. What's the name?
My cousin Dame, D-Flow.
No. The coach at Dell State.
Oh, Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson. Thank you.
Like it don't make sense. Both of them are first time head coaches taking over struggling programs, and I hate, like I said, I hate to keep bringing up Dame in this, but Dame, you said, oh, you watch Colorado, bro. Did you see what Deion Sanders did when he went to Colorado? He flipped the
Okay.
whole goddamn program.
Hold on. Let's be clear. Deion's been coaching for a while
been
before he got
coaching-
to Colorado.
Yeah, yes, he's been coaching
There's a difference.
since his
There's
kids
a
been
difference.
5
Like,
years old.
yes, he's been coaching them since like you said, his kids. He's been going to high school. He went to Jackson State. That's different. He has experience coaching. We're talking about first time coaches. He's not a first time coach at Colorado. He was coaching Jackson State for about what, 2 or 3 seasons. Come on now.
Right.
Yeah, because they do the spring ball. But my thing is, regardless, like you said, how many players on the roster can you name on any one of the teams? I can name one. That's it.
Like I would say this. If it was Bridgewater, I would be like, okay, maybe. Only because
Down
of the
there with
amount of
y'all?
hype he had when he coached down here. That would be more interesting. But
To your point though, like you just said, it wouldn't have been Teddy's first head coaching job.
right.
This is Deshaun Jackson and Michael Vick first time head coaching jobs, and y'all put it in a link on a Thursday before Halloween.
Yeah.
Mischief night.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody's being mischief for getting pranked already because that game ain't gonna be what they think it is.
It's not. They're not even going to nationalize the game.
No.
It's going to be on local TV. Come on, man.
So Vic had coaching internship with the Chiefs.
I said head coaching.
Yeah.
I said head coaching.
No, I'm saying like I just like
I know what he had though. I know what he had. Yeah.
Interim.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Interim,
Said
yeah.
intern.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
just crazy.
And then Deshaun was at Woodrow for a
Yeah.
season.
Hmm.
Yeah, like if you had Bridgewater, that'd be a different story. It's bad.
And another thing, Dane, since you want to talk about Deion Sanders bringing a 5-star recruit into Jackson State as well, which became a Heisman.
Yeah,
It's levels to this.
there it is.
Everybody wants to have the Deion Sanders respect, which is fine, but you got to be prime. You got to bring all that to it. Shout out to
Okay.
Eddie. Hold on, before you go. Shout out to Eddie George, who started at HBCU, and now he has a regular power. Oh, I'm not gonna say Power 5, but he's in D1 now, coaching football now.
I got a question.
What?
Since we're talking about Dion, would you send your kids to go play for Dion?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh, it's two other people up here that's actually parents. So, Matt, would you send Ryan out there?
No. No. Okay. Reese is like, nah.
This is audio, man. This is not all video.
Not at all.
Okay,
Not at all.
Not at all.
So,
No.
Reese, what's your reason why you wouldn't send Aubrey out there if you play football?
His fucking own kids hated playing for him.
It's the point.
God damn. Said his own fucking kids hated Shiloh hated playing for him, not Shador.
Case in point.
Bro, listen.
Matt, okay, but
You ever watch them overtime episodes?
I watch everything when it comes to Colorado and Deion Sanders. You know,
You gotta listen.
You talking about back when he was back in high school? Or
yeah,
no?
that's Trinity.
Yeah.
That's Trinity.
Listen, that motherfucker hated it. He said it without really saying it. He hated playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Matt, you not sending Ryan out there?
Absolutely not.
No.
So
Absolutely not.
my reason why I wouldn't send my kid out there, DC3 could never play for Coach Prime because I could never play for Coach Prime. He, to me, we all knew whose goal was when he went to Colorado. Get Travis the Heisman, get Shador in the top pick, which didn't happen, and get everything going. Shador should have been a high top pick, I'm just saying. We knew what his focus was. Now, when you look at the team now, his focus is to get the left tackle, Jordan Seaton, who's going to be a sophomore next year, get him in top 5 pick. That's what they're trying to do. And try to develop this quarterback, Juju Lewis. And work with safeties and corners.
Yeah, no.
This is why that team suffered because Deion, as much as he talk about he want to run the ball, he want to be in the trenches, got to go get them big Nebraska type Cornhusker linemen. You got to go get them boys.
Take away from those you have. Yeah.
Right.
Yes. You can't get all Florida boys. I understand you're a Florida boy. You want all Florida boys. You see what happened when you got that McLean boy. He lasted 1 year and he was gone.
Yep.
Everybody's not built like that. So my kid, when it comes to Prime, it couldn't happen.
No. I agree.
Me and Prime, I've been shot the rest of his toes off.
Right.
I'm just not a Prime fan when it comes to that.
Follow-up question.
Go ahead.
If you had a choice, where would you send your kid?
Ooh. Now,
my kid
right
to
now,
Harvard.
right now.
Send my kid to Harvard.
Right now, no question.
That
Send my kid to Harvard.
We talking about for playing. We ain't talking about for education.
Ooh, right
Because,
now,
you know,
if I could send my kid to any school,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Harvard ain't really the place you want to go right now, considering our current state of government.
I was joking. I'm just saying my son going to Ivy League type school.
Yeah.
I was about to say Notre
That's
Dame too. No bullshit.
that that I'm saying Notre Dame.
if my kid got any type of brains like me, he ain't gonna make it in Notre Dame. But being honest, that nigga ain't gonna make it in Notre
Hey,
Dame.
at least you kept it real.
He got his mama brains. He good.
Kept it real.
I'm trying to think.
That might be too much for him. He might want to go somewhere else with, you know.
Yeah, because my son gonna be like how I was in high school. They'll be like, "Oh, Dave, what you taking up?" Being eligible. I'm being eligible. So I'm in school just to be eligible to play football.
Right.
First market period, I'm good. Second and third, I'm falling off. Fourth market period, my dad like, yo, why can't we get this in the middle? Because I ain't playing football, bro. And it's not going to affect me the next year. So
I get that.
Second and third market period, he ready to kill me. But
I get that.
Honestly, see, it depends on what position my son played. Now, if he took after me,
that's true.
If my son took after me, he played offensive line. You going to Bama?
Okay.
It's something about them linemen that come out of Bama. That's why I'm happy we did get the boy Tyler this year out the draft.
Okay. I ain't mad at that.
To develop as a wide receiver, State going to Ohio State. They rolling right now.
You going to a prestige school? For football.
Now, of course, everybody know me. I am a USC Trojan man, not the condom, but I would love my son to go out there, but you know, it don't hold like it used to. No, did he? It don't hold.
Right.
It don't.
Y'all still got that coach, right?
Yeah, we still got Lane Kiffin. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not Lane Kiffin. Lincoln Riley, Stinking Lincoln.
You're not happy about that.
Yeah, I ain't mad about it. But yeah, but my son, yeah.
I mean, if he play quarterback, he'll be fine coming out of there.
No,
really?
No, you don't.
No, you don't? No? Oh, okay.
Name a quarterback that came out of USC that was nice.
You're right. Go ahead.
In the NFL. Nice in the NFL, I'm sorry. You're
right.
They be nice as hell in college.
Go ahead.
NFL, they be like, what happened to you, bro? I'm still trying to find out what happened to Matt Liner. Carson Palmer was decent. He was
like the most decent one of the group. I was like, why is he the only one?
Yeah, out of that little era, he was probably like the nicest one that was the decent. But Matt Liner, everybody had, he was going to be the next.
Who?
Yeah, him. What's the other one named? Barkley. He went to the Eagles. He played for the Eagles too. The other one, Barkley, he was trash. Yeah, USC don't put out good quarterbacks. They're good in college, but not when they go to the pros. I will admit that. I will admit.
You talking about Matt Barkley?
Yeah, Matt Barkley. Yeah, he wasn't no good neither.
No.
So yeah, my kid, quarterback.
Now,
you
know who else came from there?
Who?
Mark Sanchez.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, my point is that my point is being proved every time you say something that we're not good. That like USC quarterbacks are good while you making money at USC.
I mean, you want to give Matt Castle a nod, you can, but
I mean,
not really.
No.
Yeah, it's season. Yeah, they season.
He capitalized off that and got paid.
You got a season.
He got paid off that one season though.
Is he a Hall of Famer, Dave?
Is who a Hall of Famer? Who?
I'm waiting for which. Matt Castle no Hall of Famer.
Matt Castle.
Matt Castle he's not Hall of Famer. I was only messing.
He's not even a USC Hall of Famer. So,
damn.
Yeah, Matt Castle like that. They was just saying, damn, for Miami don't produce no damn quarterbacks neither.
No, we don't. We don't. We got lucky with Cam Ward. That was it. We haven't had one in a long time.
What's the last one like Boney Kozar or some shit like that? What's his name?
Nah, Jim Kelly.
Oh shit, never mind. Y'all had Slinging Gun Jim Kelly? All right, okay,
yeah,
man.
we had Jim Kelly.
I take that back.
And Testaverde.
Fuck Testaverde.
Yeah, he still made
100 years.
I know, but he still played. They still count him. Listen. I ain't got nothing to do with that. It's Kozar, Testaverde, and Kelly, and then Cam Ward. But with Cam Ward, you know.
Notre Dame
Transfer.
had some quarterbacks back in their day though, man. They got my nigga Joe Montana from there, bro. They won right there with that.
But like, what school has quarterbacks? Because like every like 5 years or so, there's usually a quarterback. We just like, all right, we looking at this guy.
Yeah, like quarterbacks don't really come out of the same spots. Like,
Yeah, there's no one university that produces quarterbacks for the most part.
Yeah.
Nah, it's literally. Okay. Well, while we talking about university, what university to y'all breeds the best wide receivers?
Right now, Ohio State.
I was about to say Ohio.
Ohio State.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to say it, Ohio State.
Y'all gonna sleep on LSU?
No.
They're like a close two. Ohio State is number one. I'm sorry.
What?
They're good
And
ones,
I
too.
don't like
It's
to say I don't like Ohio State.
It's not sleeping on it, but it's like
It's not really sleeping. It's just they're. I would say they're close too.
niggas expect it.
Hold on.
I like
USC's up there too, though.
Yeah.
I'm talking about now.
You know
I'm
what?
talking
Actually,
about now.
let me go back to the quarterback talk. I will give it a little bit to LSU, a little bit, just because of Joe Burrow and Daniels. That's why.
Okay, but I could say Jamar Chase and what's it called came out LSU for wide receivers too.
Yeah, sure.
Look. Who else came
close
out?
too.
Odell.
Odell, Justin
Odell.
Jefferson,
Jarvis.
You know what?
Landry.
Jarvis Landry.
That's why I said LSU.
You know what? Flip it, LSU. Never mind. I forgot about them.
No, it's really Bama though.
They had that one. They had that
Bama
one.
got two
group,
wide
though.
receivers.
Like who else before
Why
that?
you gonna try to entice me to
Larry
LSU?
Fitz.
Then
Don't
you
they got
say
Larry Fitz, don't
Bama.
they? Look at Larry Fitz.
No, Larry Fitz with the pit.
Oh, my fault.
It's really
He's
Bama
ACC
to me.
guy.
It's Bama to me, bro. Yeah, I know I said LSU got y'all all type of LSU, but look at Bama's nice string of wide receivers they've been coming out with right now.
That is true. And then that kid they got right now,
Oh yeah, nasty.
the way he was playing against Georgia last season, I was like, God damn.
You can't sleep on Clemson either, though.
No,
Yeah,
but that still ain't LSU, Ohio State, or
Alabama.
Bama.
It ain't. But
It ain't.
Clemson got that.
Maybe sometime after Taj Boy, I would give it to him. But now,
Mark Cooper, Julio Jones, Jalen Waddle,
Go ahead.
Devontae Smith, Henry Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy, Calvin Ridley. Yeah, no, Bama's nasty.
Yeah.
It's nasty. It's nasty. Jameson Williams.
Yes,
Ooh.
that's why I said. I knew what I was. You know what I mean? Another. I say, what about running backs? Who breeds the best running backs right now?
it ain't Bama.
It ain't Bama, nah. Hold on. Bama got a hell of a history of running backs, though.
They do. Derrick Henry.
And it start with Sean Alexander.
And Sean Alexander, yep. Sean Alexander, Derrick Henry.
Mark Ingram.
Mark Ingram, yeah.
Najee Harris, Josh
Trent
Jacobs.
Williams, and NCAA. Not
We said Jameer Gibbs, right?
No, we ain't say it.
Oh, yeah,
So
Jameer
who would
Gibbs.
you, if it's not Bama, who would you pick? Who would you say?
You got
See, my
Eddie
issue
Lacy,
with
too.
here's the
Damn.
thing. My issue with running back, the issue with the running back is the NFL dilute the hell out that running back position a bit.
No,
So
they
it's
do.
kind of
They water it down.
it hazy. It made me a little hazy when it comes to like some bad backs.
I get you.
I think of all time, like if you go all time running backs, like USC.
I can see that.
OJ, Marcus Allen, Reggie Bush. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, those
There's
three.
plenty more in there too, but just saying them three.
Clinton.
Listen.
Go ahead.
I just googled this shit. This shit said Ohio State has had the most wide receiver picks since 2000.
Jesus.
They can have the most pick, but how many are they? Or was they prominent? Did they last in the league long? Like you can have the most pick, but did they make an impact?
I'm about to go deep into it.
Yeah. Read the names off when you can.
Yeah. Got you.
Yeah, I mean,
I just wanted to jump on it while we were still on the top.
Yeah, we're still on top. Yeah, it makes sense. But the only school I think that rivals USC when it comes to running backs is Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Miami, y'all done had
So
some.
since 2000, yeah, we had some nice ones. McGahee, Portis, don't get me started.
Frank Gore.
Frank Gore, Jesus. So since 2000, Alabama's produced the most running backs.
What about Penn State?
18. LSU has had 17, and Miami, Notre Dame, and USC had 14. So
You said Penn State outside of Larry Johnson, Saquon Barkley. Who else we naming out of Penn State? This off the top of your head without really looking.
I'm looking. That's why.
Oh, I'm saying, but I know Larry Johnson for sure. With the KC, he was nice. Of course, Saquon.
we're talking about since 2000, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Larry Johnson, Tony Hunt, Evan Royster, Stephon Green, Zach Zingwack. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Bill Bellington, Saquon, Miles Sanders, Journey Brown, Noah Cain.
Penn State, okay.
Yeah.
So Penn State don't really get denied for me.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Penn.
Okay.
Yeah. Outside of Larry Johnson and Saquon.
Yeah, they said Larry Johnson, Saquon, and Miles Sanders. That's it. But he was
on that Eagles championship team, right?
Who, Miles Sanders? Yes.
Yeah. The first one.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so now what about DBs? Corners and safeties? LSU.
Do that.
I like LSU.
I can tell you who's number one.
Who?
It ain't LSU.
Who is it, Miami?
Hold on.
I know y'all should be on there. We say 2000. Ed Reed, Sean Taylor.
Ohio State was 65. Then LSU with 56. USC was 62. Miami with 54.
Yeah, but I mean, like we said, though, that's just numbers.
Yeah.
Did they impactful players?
But like impactful, I mean, they named like Ed Reed, Sean Taylor, obviously. Yeah, that's Miami.
That Miami is nasty right there.
Ed Reed was a dude.
Ed Reed.
He was built different.
I know y'all all seen that play of him on the highlight of Peyton Manning where he opened up his hips to the outside, then swung all the way back around, got the pick on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That boy just he did something that you're not supposed to. He did it 100% wrong so Peyton Manning can think that he had him. And Peyton and then Ed Reed came over the top and picked up. Like, Ed Reed was special. Anytime Bill Belichick playing against you like that, you're special.
Yeah.
Bill said, I'm surprised. Bill said if he'd have played for me, he would have been playing on punt return and rushing the punter all the time because couldn't nobody really block him.
No.
He said he still don't understand why the Ravens didn't use him in that aspect more.
That's a coach issue.
That boy nasty.
Bill Belichick said
one play that they always highlight where he's like, no Ed Reed. He runs it back. He's like, go Ed Reed. I was like, look at him like, seriously?
You know you an animal when you take the ball from your own teammate score.
Yep.
Word.
Like Ed Reed, I mean, he definitely gets his props as one of the best. I had an argument with somebody, like maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, at the work.
By Ed Reed?
Somebody. So he's like a Dame, but he has knowledge, but he only loves Eagles, right? So he wants to give me Ed Reed versus Brian Dawkins, and I said, "Don't do this to yourself."
Who did this?
I told you to do that at my job. I told him, don't do this to yourself. He was like, what you mean? Weapon X, bro. He has a cool nickname, but he ain't him when you think of safeties.
No.
You think of him as a downhill in the box safety. He didn't have safety. Yeah, he didn't have that much range. But he swore it down. Brian Dawkins. I can make a case of Brian Dawkins being better than Ed Reed. I said, maybe to a dead man, but not somebody that's breathing. You can't make the case against me because Ed Reed is
more versatile.
That's what I'm saying.
That makes no sense.
But if you think of Ed, like you said, Ed Reed's more versatile, and Ed Reed can give you way more plays, impactful plays. I mean, everybody know what What's-It-Called is known for. He's known for just knock you out and saying hallelujah at the same time. I mean, that's all he wanted to do. That's all he wanted to do.
Right.
Like, that's all he wants to do is knock you into next week and say hallelujah.
Yeah. Like that's silly.
Yeah, nah.
That's
I really had a debate
pairing
with
apples.
this guy.
That's like an apples to orange comparison. Like that, I don't like that.
I told him he had a better chance of like comparing him to like a John Lynch or something. Then you can have like a little debate with that. But
Yeah. Nah, Ed Reed
Ed
is.
Reed is one of the best, if not the best.
It's like I'm looking at their stats and I'm just like they're two different type of players.
Yeah, it don't make sense. But he's
It
like,
don't
they're
make
both
sense.
in the Hall of Fame. And...
I mean, if you want a more versatile player, then you want to go Ed Reed. If you want somebody to knock you in behind, yeah, you want to get Dawkins.
Yeah,
so
everything he care about tackles. He care about just getting the ball. He's a ball hog.
Yeah,
like straight up.
Well, think about this: if you put Ed Reed in today's game, he would still thrive like he did before.
He would.
You put Brian Dawkins in today's game, he ain't gonna have no paycheck.
No. You have to pay a fine every other week.
Yeah, you might as well just write your whole check to NFL, bro. You playing for free. You playing for the love of the game, bro.
Word.
Yeah. Reese, you find that list?
Yeah, they got it ain't too many. Santonio Holmes, fucking
Santonio Holmes did go there, didn't he?
Michael Thomas, fucking who else?
Who?
Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is nice.
Who?
Ted Ginn Jr.
That man can never stay in a damn season, bro. Mike Thomas on my nerves.
Ted Ginn can stay there healthy neither.
Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson. That's about it.
I give him a Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson. Ted Ginn could never stay healthy. Santonio Holmes with the Super Bowl winning catch. That's why everybody remember him, really.
Yeah, that's about it. Well, at least.
I mean, if you go back to the history of it, you got Chris Carter in there. Chris Carter's in there somewhere. You go back in the history of that team, but
okay.
Yeah.
Nobody worry about that catch, that San Antonio Holmes catch. They all worry about the next two catches that happen, but it's different.
Yeah, niggas sleep on that. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the helmet catch?
No.
Oh, you giving Reese a finger? Oh, okay, cool. The helmet catch.
Yeah, I'm just looking at both who excel. Like Ed Reed's coverage edge, coverage edges him slightly in today's pass first NFL, where versatility ensures remains a cornerstone in the era. So they're talking about Dawkins. So like it's just
man, Ed Reed returned punts, kicks, and everything. They had him. They really wanted to use him.
BR got this man at 7 out of 20.
Who you talking about?
Ed Reed.
He's at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the 6 players ahead of him, please?
So,
yeah, I'm curious now.
Steve Atwater, Troy Balamama.
I knew that was. I was waiting to hear that.
Larry Wilson, Paul Krause, Ken Houston, and Ronnie Lott.
They went super old school.
Yeah.
Very.
I did expect to hear Troy though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did expect to hear Troy. Between Ed and Troy is a toss up. You really can't go wrong by putting either one in front of the other.
That's free safety. That's free safety, right? They got a safety period.
Yeah.
The safety period.
Yeah, that's a safety.
Yeah, okay. I'm about to say because if you label Ed Reed as truly a free safety, I think he's number 1.
He might be number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it depends on your style of defense too, so that all that matters. Hey.
I would gladly have him on my team any day of the week.
You know who else I went on my team? Well, I had him on my team.
Who?
He didn't do much during that time. Freaking James Harrison, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all did have Reese.
We had for a year. We had for a year.
All right, 1 second, y'all. Right back.
Man, I'm just about to.
We had James Harrison.
Well, when Petty come back, we get to the big 3 joint. We wrap up. But yeah, so another thing that happened on Friday. So now colleges are allowed to pay the players directly, which is crazy now. They don't need no NIL, nothing. Literally, a college can write a player a check now, which is, I think, can get very crazy. When it comes to divvying up the money, I think they're gonna have to just make it like salary cap based, like the NFL, so players won't be butthurt. But I don't know how this is gonna work. I want to see how this works because it really starts July 1st, which that's divvying up this money is going to be crazy. I think a lot of kids is going to have their feelings hurt.
More likely.
Reese, you know you on mute, right?
Shit. They will. but they gonna make them hungry.
Is it really gonna make them hungry though? Honestly,
Like I hope that'll show you really where your team lie though, for real, for real.
Players, you want it to make it hungry. You want it to do that.
Yeah.
Like it should.
Like
It
if you
should.
basing this shit off how much money you gonna make, then I don't want you here.
Right. Exactly. That's it. Should do everything right. I'm not
okay,
saying it will.
okay.
Right, like of
So
course you're
say,
gonna have bad apples, but you know,
Yeah, I get you.
so me and Matt were talking about this too. So to say if you got a player, right, that can make 20 million off an NIL deal, that's outside of the school, and he come to the school and he still want $5 million out the budget. I don't want you, bro, because you money hungry now.
right,
Because I can give you that money, bro. I can give you 100,000, 200,000, but don't come to me and ask for 5 and you got 20 million off the field. Because now we got to pay the other players. So, like you said,
Right.
if a player is coming in strictly to try to make as much money as he can, I don't want him on my team either.
right,
Right.
Especially
right.
with it being 25 million throughout the whole
Damn.
what is it, 25 million throughout the whole athletic program. It's not just for like football get 25 million. They got to divvy that money up throughout the whole program.
Right.
So for a player to come in there and ask for more, I don't think that's going to be fair. That's why I say it's going to be a lot of ups and downs with this.
Yeah, it
But
is. It is.
do you still think college football is amateurism? Still,
Nah.
it's a business now, right?
Yeah,
I'm about to drop out real quick, right back.
All right.
that definitely a business behind it now. But we knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, but I don't like it no more because now, like, I mean, it's bad enough the NIL stuff had these players out here looking crazy. Now, think about just a team writing them a check.
Yeah, but the schools want to keep the money coming in, just to keep their names out there. So
Yeah, relevancy.
like y'all,
Yeah.
y'all gonna have to keep that check coming in and signing these big players. Like y'all gotta sell this shit. How y'all been selling it, even better. As a matter of fact.
I mean,
But,
I'm all for it though because the players get a piece of. I mean, they get money from their jersey sales and stuff like that, so that money coming
right,
back to them in some type of way. But
right.
now, for the schools to be able to just write you a check, Ohio State can write you a check now. It's crazy to me. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of figured it was going to go that way.
yeah, but it's only 25 million throughout the whole athletic program.
Shit.
Don't forget. I mean, isn't that the point of they having the NIL to get your sponsorships and stuff?
Yeah, but that's off the field though.
I mean, how does that work when they cut the check? Do they give
No,
it to
no,
the
no, no,
schools
no.
or give it to the player?
No, what you mean? They don't touch their
Yeah,
NIL money.
yeah.
NIL money is separate.
Okay.
If I
Right.
go get a sponsorship from Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A pay me. They don't pay my school.
Okay.
Right.
I was just asking.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that's how
So
it works. Yeah, that's how it works.
yeah.
But
So like they can only give up to 25 mil.
throughout the whole athletic program, so you got football, basketball, wrestling, field hockey, cross. Like how you? That's not
It
even enough money.
Volleyball, all that good
it
shit.
depends on, I guess, school. Then
But
I mean,
see,
if we're talking about the big ones, like Ohio State, for example, that participates in a lot of sports. Yes, that's not enough money.
yeah, but they still got the collective. They still, I mean, it just Ohio State can write you a check now. It's not coming out of the collective pot. Like
It's
it's
going
just
to be,
another way of
yeah. It's going like you said. It's
Yeah.
figuring
going to have
out
to
a
be
way to try
based
to pay
on.
you.
I mean, like, could they just go back and raise it to, like, I don't know, what's a good figure?
That's
To me,
probably a good start.
I feel like each sport should have their own cap, not just give me one lump for the whole athletic program.
Yeah.
So if it's 25, give football 25, give basketball 25. It should be based on how much money you really bring into the school. And I understand like like football and basketball might have to chip in to help out with the other sports, but
Mm-hmm.
football and basketball should see the most money. If I'm at Ohio State, I'm there to play football. Don't get it wrong, basketball team every once in a while show up, but mostly you go there to play football. You go to North Carolina, you're going there to, well, now Bill Belichick there, but before, that's a predominantly basketball type of school. So them programs should have the most money.
Facts.
Because they're going to get
So,
they going, Alabama, everybody going there for football.
yeah, so you got football, men's basketball, women's basketball, baseball, ice hockey, men's ice hockey,
My
women's
point.
volleyball, softball, men's lacrosse, wrestling, and women's soccer. Those are the top 10.
Man, we ain't talking
So
about the
yeah,
motherfucking teams. Say-
yeah. But like some schools don't have them teams, so it'd be easier for them to get paid. Like for example, I know for a fact Miami don't have no men's lacrosse, wrestling, softball.
Miami ain't got no wrestling team.
No.
So think about it. You go to Miami. What you gonna do in Miami? You gonna play football? You gonna run track? Cause all y'all motherfuckers down there fast as shit.
Yeah.
And
They're looking into other sports. More
and
than
y'all might
likely they're
hoop.
probably gonna
Some of y'all might hoop.
so they might so from what I've heard, they might look into that. I know they're gonna do men's soccer, softball, and what's the other sport? I know wrestling's not on that list. That's all I know. I was like, wrestling's not on that list.
But hey, let's get into this because the game come on 8:00. Petty, this is going to be your lane right here on our show. We thank you for taking it over for us.
Oh man,
You got us for the summer because the Big Three is so Petty will be covering the Big Three going into their eighth season.
Eighth season, that is correct. They're going to their eighth season. So for this season, for the first time in the Big Three, they're actually linking all the teams to the city. Before they was just names and it was a traveling group. So now they actually, since ownership in the Big Three has been more prevalent in public, each team is going to be linked to a city. So week one for the Big Three starting next weekend is going to be in Chicago. We got the LA Riot taking on the Miami 305 in game one, game two. Then you have is that Phoenix or I don't know what that name is. I gotta look at some of these teams, man. Okay, Detroit Amps, and they're taking on the Chicago Triplets. Game three, you're gonna have the Houston Ball Hogs versus DMV Trilogy, and then we have Ball Hogs. I gotta look at the other screen because I'm like, what the hell? I'm sorry, Houston Rick Hands taking on the DMV Trilogy. Then you got Houston. Then you got the teams in Houston got Boston Ball Hogs. Dallas Power. No, I thought Houston. I was like, I'm reading them, trying to read them. Like, how many teams in Houston got? I was like, I know the individual. I was like, nah. So, by tradition, I was a Triplets fan because of Joe Johnson. So it's gonna be weird for me to root for Lance Stevenson since he's like enemy of the state down here, sort of since the LeBron Big Three era.
You see? No. Whoa. Speaking of that man now, we're going to speak of that in a minute.
We're going to talk about it after this. We're going to talk about it after. We're going to talk about it after. I already know.
I know.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about this. So, you said the 305 versus the LA Riots. That's the marquee game. That's the marquee game because Dwight Howard plays for the LA Riots.
Right.
Him, what is it? Jordan Crawford.
Yep.
Elijah Stewart, Wesley Johnson is on that team, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy
and
right
Nick
now.
Young is the head coach.
Squad.
And Nick Young is the head coach, bro. Swaggy P is the head coach.
Here's my question. What do you do as a coach in Big Three?
You yell at the ref and you make two substitutions every couple possessions.
Yeah, because like we got Chalmers, we got Beasley, we got Reggie Evans, we got Stevenson, we got Sean Williams, and Cooper's our coach.
Michael Cooper is our head coach.
Yep.
All I'm gonna say is they got the MVP from last year, which was Michael Beasley.
Yeah.
Certified bucket, which we'll talk about that after we talk about a little bit of this Big Three. So what else game you look on the card that got your attention? I like the second game. The
second one. I know Joe Johnson's not on there on that squad anymore, so I'm trying to look at Detroit squad. Let me see them.
So they got Montrez Harrison.
Oh, Joe Johnson moved to Detroit. That's why. I was like, where did he go?
On the triplets, they got Montrez Harrison, Jason Richardson, Chris Allen, Amir Johnson, and Dr. J is the head coach. Motherfucking J.
Dr. J. And then on the Detroit Amps, you got Pargo, you got Daryl Jackson, Joe Johnson's the co-captain, Shakur Juriston, Ray Nixon, and the Iceman George Gervin is the coach. Iceman.
I like how what's it called? Keeps the older people coaching, like Gary Payton's coaching. Rick Barry still coaching?
I haven't checked yet. Gary Payton. I know Gary Payton's coaching to Boston. Let me look at DMV. trilogy. That's Steven Jackson's crew.
Oh, Steven Jackson. See, look, I just like how they keep the names floating around.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And
Nancy
then Michael
Lieberman's
Cooper.
coaching Dallas, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay. So Rick Barry
Let me
not
see.
coaching this year.
No, he's not.
So, yeah,
He's
so the
not.
big three will be on CBS and Vice this year.
Yep.
Ice Cube, bro, I appreciate you for having this joint, but damn.
I'm dead serious. I'm looking at tickets right now because I was looking at this while we were talking about football, and I was like, God damn, $80 just for seats, man.
And you get all 4 games.
Yeah, for the Miami. Let me look at the Miami one. Because that's week 3.
And
so
the big 3 have signed with Starter. They trying to bring back the starter era. All their jerseys are sponsored by Starter. I said Starter
yes.
NFL. When they was with the NFL, I loved it because they got some. That was the classic starters.
That was heat, boy.
Yeah, that
The
was
windbreaker outfit. That was heat,
bro. I still got my dad jacket, the cowboy joint. That joint, the starter made that shit.
Bandwagon jumper.
Huh?
My grandma she was a bandwagon. She had one for like Jacksonville. She had one for San Fran. Yeah, she just jumped team to team.
Matt, you froze. Yeah.
I mean, they got a game in Baltimore.
I ain't going to no goddamn game.
I was like, nah, I ain't
every
going to
game
Baltimore.
is not exciting. So when it comes to the big 3, you're gonna want to see Dwight. Of course, you're gonna see Mike Beasley. You're gonna see ISO Joe. But like outside of that, you really not gonna want to watch it. Like,
they're in Boston this year, so
nah, I ain't driving to Boston, and I ain't going to to go see no big 3.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, where you at?
It's interesting. It's interesting because like I'm looking at the schedule.
All right. Yeah, you still froze. Yeah, we about to get off anyway. But since we talked about it a little bit, so yeah, Petty will have a segment every week starting next week. Petty, we'll go over these games because all of them are played on Saturday, so we'll talk about it on Sundays.
Most of them is Saturday.
Yeah.
There are a few ones are on Sunday. Actually, the first week is going to be on Saturday, so the next 2 weeks is going to be on Sundays. But those are early games. So week 3, I might not be around.
But don't they go on break during
Yeah, after week 3, they go on break during the 4th of July weekend, and then they'll be back on the 13th, and that will be all two more Sunday games, and then the rest of them are Saturdays, except for the last 2. They're on Sundays.
All right, so we'll figure
but the
out.
last 2 are probably like playoffs and
and then they got the celebrity game.
Yeah,
because Gilly gonna be out there killing again in the celebrity game.
Yep,
that old motherfucker be out there.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, their celebrity games are fire.
Yeah, NBA need to do something like that, bro.
Bruh,
NBA is
they
trash.
do. They have the celebrity All-Star game on Friday.
They did do something with the All-Star game.
Well, they talking about USA versus the world. We'll see what happens.
Everybody too damn injured for that.
I don't know. Like I said, this might be the reason why All-Star Weekend get canceled. It's a shame because
they ain't gonna cancel it.
Man, I love me some All-Star. Growing up as All-Star Weekend, that was my thing. Being glued to the TV and watching them dunk contests and stuff and them games, like it's just weird now.
I don't know what they're gonna do with the All-Star Weekend in the NBA. But listen, let's talk about this right quick before we get off here. Michael Beasley versus Lance Stevenson, the one-on-one game for $100,000.
I saw the highlights.
Bro, I watched it. First of all, hold on, let's talk about the sit-down promo. Michael Beasley was on 10,000, bro. He was talking reckless to that man like he was Diddy. Like, I'm gonna make you dance. I'm gonna make you shake your ass. Like, he was talking too spicy, bro. I'm like, yo, what is he on right now?
I don't know what it is about him, man. He
head case, bro.
He's something. Yeah, I knew he was a head case back in the day when he blew in LeBron's ear. I was looking at him like, what the hell is wrong with you?
No, you're talking Mike Beasley.
Mike Beasley? Beasley was talking. Oh,
yeah. Mike Beasley crazy, bro. He crazy as hell.
Yeah.
But he a certified bucket.
Yeah.
No, because that's all he was doing, dog.
Yo,
all he was doing, turnaround, fadeaways. Yeah, he was getting in Lance's ass. No did.
Bro, they said, and I do like this about Mike Beasley said, I'm your favorite player. Favorite player. He is. Think about it. Yo, they said he never lost a 1-on-1 to LeBron. That sounds crazy when you say it out loud.
Mm.
And there are plenty of people that vouch for that.
Mm.
That he just if he'd have kept his head on straight, he would have lived up to that first or second overall. He was second overall pick that year. He'd have lived up to it.
True.
Huh?
He would have got a ring.
I can't hear you, bro.
He would have got a ring.
What you mean he got a ring? How they got a ring?
Miami.
They traded him for LeBron, didn't they?
No, they traded
For Kevin Love. No.
Matter of fact, I don't.
That line was crazy.
Huh?
I don't think he got traded for Bron.
Because he went to the Timberwolves.
I'm about to look it up right quick.
I'm looking it up too.
He got traded.
He got traded for two second round picks. It was just to make salary
So
cap.
yeah, he was traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves in exchange. They got 2 second round picks. The primary motivation for the trade was to clear salary cap space, which allowed Miami the flexibility to sign LeBron and Chris Bosh to re-sign Dwayne Wade and Udonis Haslem.
Yeah, it was all for cap.
It wasn't. He didn't get traded for. I mean,
he didn't get traded, but he got traded to clear space to bring LeBron and those guys.
He was a casualty for that signing.
He was a casualty.
Back to what I was saying. That nigga is a certified bucket, and Lance Stevenson didn't know what to do with him.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
I would have never took that matchup. First of all, we know with big body Beasley, he's going to the paint. He's going to stop, turn on you. Lance, you are a guard. A big guard, but you're not big enough to deal with Beasley.
This man's a power forward.
Yeah. Lance.
An aggressive one at that.
Like, come on, let's be honest.
In a what would you say?
An aggressive one at that.
Oh, yeah. Aggressive one with a shot, too.
Yeah.
Like, Bees got and he left-handed. He really ambidextrous because he really right with his right, but he shoot with his left. And a lot of people forget that when it comes to him. So he's really like, Michael Beasley could have been, as he said, we the ones. He could have really been one of the ones if he'd have kept his head straight in the NBA. Like,
it's crazy because he literally
like he grew up with, you know what I'm saying? You know, he grew up with KD
and what's the other dude name? Nolan Smith.
No, yeah.
They all grew up in DC.
Folks that just want to hoop.
Yeah, they don't want to. Yeah, they don't want no other stuff. Beasley will tell you right now, he don't want no other responsibility. All he want to do is just get buckets. Yeah, bro. So, but yeah, that 1-on-1 was crazy. That whole I watched that whole joint. That joint was crazy. Beasley was on, and Kyrie was there too. Shout out to Kyrie. He was there on commentary, calling it, and he said Beasley was going to beat Lance. Like, everybody really said that too. Lance didn't have a chance. Not unless he got hot and just kept shooting threes and making them because they play make it take it. So, but yeah, that was that 1-on-1 for 100K.
Hey, did you hear about that fight after that one of the boxing
bro
programs?
What's it called? He's dumb. He fucked
that shit was crazy.
He fucked his whole self up because Top Rank really made that whole card for him. He had his 2 brothers on the undercard. He was supposed to be the main event. He went over. He came in 3.5 pounds overweight. Didn't want to pay the fines, so they canceled his fight
and dropped the belt
and made him stripped him of the belt. And then you turn around, you hit the dude after his fight.
Yeah, had the families involved.
Yo, you just ruined your stock, bro.
Yep.
Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis, that's his name.
I mean, if I was that dude, I would be in. I know he's gonna get suspended. I'd be like, yo, I need that dude arrested.
In your hometown.
Yep.
This fight was in Norfolk, Virginia. You had Boosie in the stands. You had Allen Iverson. Shout out to AI. He just turned 50. You had Michael Vick there. He had everybody there for him. Shaq was even there. Shit. He went out there and just Dropped
I
this.
saw that dude's head when he did the interview. I was like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, it looked like he really been in the boxing ring for real. He
I was like, that knot wasn't there when he was fighting.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
That knot was not there when he was fighting. I was like, what the fuck was
Speaking of
that?
boxing, right quick before we can jump off, what do y'all think about Manny Pacquiao coming back in July? Reese, what you think
Who's
about
he
Pacquiao?
fighting again?
Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios.
Why? He must be broke.
Yeah, that's why I think I said that last time that the money ran out. Like that shit.
Wrap it up then.
That don't make sense.
I mean, if he came out of retirement just to do exhibitions, I'd be okay with it. But you're fighting for a title shot? What?
They gave him a WBC title shot.
Yeah,
What?
Mm-mm.
That's crazy.
He's been off for 4 years, 3 years, 4 years.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And when he gets knocked out, y'all want y'all to strip him on his license and let him go do exhibitions because it make no sense.
Yeah, he going against a young somebody that's what, at least 8 years younger than him, 9 years younger than him. Somebody who's more active.
Manny Pacquiao's a senator, man. Let him just be senator, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Senator don't pay as much as boxing.
Not in Philippines.
Not in the Philippines, yeah.
Oh no.
If anything, he giving away money. Shit.
Yeah, I was saying if he was a senator here, he might have a chance, but nah, bro. Nah.
Over here. Don't even try to be a senator over here. We all know that. But come on, man. Give it up.
Yeah, that shit is pointless, man.
It don't seem right.
Yeah.
Somebody who started literally their career at 118, now he's 140. He's fighting at 147. 8-time division champion, all that bullshit, and you still out here fighting, bro.
At 46. I'm not saying that you can't fight at 46, but you've been going for 4 years.
I'm gonna say yeah, because then Bernard went to 45, right?
No, he went to 50.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but Bernard was still active all the way until
he
50.
was that's what I'm saying. He was active the whole time.
He ain't take no days off. Yeah,
he didn't take no days off. He was active. He was active until he got knocked out of the ring. Then he said, "I'm done."
Yeah.
But no, this guy ain't fighting for 4 years. Nah, that's crazy. Yeah, and he gets a title shot. That's even more crazy. I'm like, why?
Because he
get a title shot? Because it's Manny.
Yep.
Whatever.
That's like if Floyd came out of retirement, they wouldn't make it. They would let him fight for a title if he wanted to.
But isn't Floyd still doing exhibitions?
Last time he fought was that John Gotti the third, and that was the second. That was the second. That was like last year, I think. Because remember the first time
He's
they
still
did
more
it,
active than Manny.
Last time they did it, it was a brawl. Then they did it again. You know, he get paid off WeTV. You know, Floyd won all the bullshit.
The thing is, like, at least Floyd is active. This dude ain't been active in 4 years. Really?
Yeah, he too old for that, man.
Nah. If you're not active, and you're doing this and you're trying to come out at 40, nah, bro. You about ready to get knocked the F out.
Yeah. But listen, we about to get the F off. It's about to be 8:00. The game grade come on tonight. I think we all said Pacers is getting belt the ass tonight. They're losing tonight. I think. Petty, you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a come out coordination for what you call it.
Yeah.
They're gonna come out and show them what time it is.
Yeah, I think
after being embarrassed in game 1. Yeah, absolutely.
They ain't get embarrassed. They just lost on a shocking 1 point. I mean, they didn't beat them.
I mean, it was up by what 20-something points at one point.
Yeah, but you can't do that against a team that don't play no defense. Okay. But listen, this was a good episode, y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming up. I'm your boy Dave CEO Coles. That's my podcast Savage partner up there in the corner with no picture.
Oh yeah,
no face, no face, no case.
Yeah, no face, no case. And the one right next to me, he my uncle, but I'm older than him. My uncle Reese.
That don't mean nothing. We see old heads get taught lessons earlier too. Don't do
that's
that.
true
Just
too.
and
above us, our new Big 3 analysts every week. Shout out to Petty. Well, we call him Petty, but
yeah,
SSX 3000.
3Ks in the building. Definitely coming back with the highlights for the Big 3. I'm definitely gonna come back. I'm gonna try to get them tickets. I'm not playing. I'm going to a Big 3 game this year. I promise. This summer I'm going to a Big 3.
And then shout out Petty SSX 3000, your Twitter everything is all branded the same.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, so
All
holler him
branded
out
the
on
same.
Twitch. He be playing the game late night. I always catch him every
Man,
now
I've
and
been
then.
busy all this weekend with everything with the state of what is it, not the state of play, the Summer Games Fest showcase. Man, it's been too many games coming out. Like 2026, I'm gonna be broke. I'm gonna be broke.
Playing them games,
It's
playing them
like,
video games.
bruh, GTA 6, that Marvel game. I saw that Marvel game. I said, just take my wallet. Just take my wallet because it's over.
Go crazy.
And then I just found out that what's it called? Invincible getting a fighting game too. Just take my wallet. Take my wallet.
But we will catch y'all next week. We out.
Well.
See ya.
Ooh, 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 ooh.